Thank you for joining me today. I have some really cool things that just arrived in the mail and I want to share with you all. The first one is from Job's Journal. I joined his Patreon group last month when he started it. He's a Vancouver-based journal artist and designer and loves everything that's stationery, photography, and design. The level that I'm on in his Patreon group, he designs and sends out a piece of his artwork every month in the form of a postcard. And this is what last month's postcard looked like. If you're interested, I have linked his Patreon and his other channels down below for you to check him out. My order from Yoseka is finally here. I'm so excited, and it's arriving in time before I'm going to take a short holiday break later this month. I purchased things for both of my travel journals, the regular and the passport. But first, washi tape. BGM is one of my favorite washi tape companies, and I have not been disappointed since I've been purchasing this particular brand of washi tape, especially through Yoseka Stationery. They have a plethora of choices for you to pick from, depending on what your decor is, what your style is. There's something for everyone. As you can tell, these are moon phases. I love it already. I haven't used it yet, but I love it already. And it will work perfectly when I'm writing about the moon phases during each month. The second one had my heart. It's mushrooms. And I know it's all of a sudden becoming really popular, these particular mushrooms, but I just couldn't resist. So I purchased a little roll of it. Both of them are black background, which is really not me, but the design pops so well, especially with the gilded little gold and silver that they use on both of the washi tapes. Now on to the rest of my order. One thing I can say about Yoseka is it doesn't matter if you have a large order or a small order like this, that they always give these personal touches, like wrapping up the washi tape in some tissue paper, putting the rest of your order in a paper bag. And they also have designed over the last year different stickers that they place with each order. So thank you. I'll add those to my collection. These particular stickers are called sticker flakes. And the reason that I think they call them that is because they're individual stickers. And the ones that I've purchased, especially from this particular company, is that they have kind of a see-through background, kind of like PET tape. And that each of them is just designed, just so much detail. From the drawing to the gold or the silver they might put over it. These particular ones are coffee themed, and also they look like postage stamps. I'm showing you there most of the designs up there in the corner. And I cannot wait to use these. I'm looking forward to venturing out and finding some new coffee shops to try their favorite coffee, because I know every coffee shop has like their own themed coffee. And I have friends that are coffee lovers too, so I'm looking forward to popping some of those into their happy mail the next time I write to them. Another thing I like about Yoseka is the personal touch. This is something new that they have started to add to their orders, and they've always written a little note. Whomever's packing it writes you a little note, which I think is really cool. And here you get to see all of the planners that the staff and the owners use, which is kind of neat. It gives a really neat personal feeling. Now on to the traveling company's notebook goodies that I purchased. First of all, I purchased 2 half trips, or they call them short trips. One for my passport and one for my regular size. The difference between this and the regular book is it's 32 pages instead of 64 pages. They designed this so if you have a quick trip somewhere, you can still journal, jot down things, put things in your book without feeling guilty that you have to completely use up the book. So I purchased one for each size just to see how they would work for me. I don't know if you've seen the video where I made a full journal for my trip to Mackinac Island, which I will tag right here. And I ended up filling up that whole book. I'm only taking a weekend trip this month, so I thought, why not try one of the half-size books? As you can see here, I'm showing you it's a little thinner, obviously, which means I will be able to probably fill it up full of memories from this trip that I'm about to take. So you can see the difference, especially if you haven't seen these in person or you haven't purchased them yourselves. I wanted to show you the regular size notebook. Once again, it's 32 pages instead of 64. Both of these are cream colored pages. They're not the stark white pages, which will be a little different for me. And also they're not dot grid. So I usually like dot grid because it kind of helps me place things. So this will be a little different for me. I'm planning a trip next May out west, and I thought this would be fun. A fun book to use to document that particular trip. Now on to the main attraction of my order. I treated myself to an official Travelerscompany writing board and some stickers. This is my very first traveler notebook writing board. I love how they have a grid on one side and then it's absolutely gorgeously designed on the other side. This year, as you can tell, is coffee. It's just gorgeous. I don't want anything to happen to it, so I'm definitely going to flip it over when I use it for the writing guide. And that coffee bean charm, that's so on my list. I don't know if they still make those. Hopefully someday I can purchase one. I'll find it and I can purchase it. Here I'm showing you how the paper's thin, so you put it underneath the paper before you write. Usually you would flip it over where it has the guide, so you'd be able to write straight across, in case you're like me and kind of write crooked at times. Now this set of stickers I got also because of the coffee theme, and that is the honest truth. I do not use their calendars at all. Their spaces for the calendars are too small for me personally, but I know that I'll be able to use these stickers in my other journals that I use calendars in. It came with the months of the year, and they show you here how you can go straight up and down or across for the regular size, and then the passport straight across. So I thought that was pretty clever. First up are these gorgeous stickers. They're even more impressive in real life. I understand why people purchase them and never use them. I'm going to try to force myself to use at least a couple of them. If not on these traveler notebooks, then another one. These are the months, and I was really surprised. I thought it was just going to be for the regular size, but they also gave you a set of months for the passport size, so you didn't have to purchase two of them. Well, you could have if you wanted to, but they came with both. And here I'm showing you how they're folded. They're printed on both sides, and then you just fold them kind of like tab-like. But because of the delicacy of the stickers, be sure when you're ready to stick them down, that's it. They're not removable in any way. These are for people that use these. They're little stamp looking things of like flights, coffee, places you want to go. These ones I've had before, these sticker flakes, they're see-through. They're colorful, but they're also see-through at the same time. So if you are someone like myself who has ADHD and needs to color coordinate certain things, these stickers will come in really handy for you, coding each of the different colors for a different item for you. Now these I didn't really see when I was looking through the ad, but they're see-through stickers, and they're the same width as the notebooks, and there's 3 of them. So for definitely going to use one of them. I don't know on which notebook, but I'm definitely going to do it. I was puzzled at first when I saw this. I'm like, those don't look like stickers. So I went back and I looked and went, oh, okay. So they're these dry eraser type of things, not eraser, but you know, when you scratch them on. They show you how to do it. So for example, if I wanted to write my name, instead of writing my name on the front cover, I could take that and then I can find each letter I want, take a pencil and scratch over it. And that is that set. It was totally worth the money, and it was totally worth the wait for all of these items. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today while I was unboxing this. See you next time. Bye. Thank you for watching. And remember, messy hands, happy life. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye.